Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this SilverStone RAVEN Series RV03 full tower computer case. This case has a steel body and some reinforced plastic at the front and the top. It measures 9¼ inches wide, 20.55 inches tall, and 22.44 inches deep. At the front, we have a angled LED bar here, your power and reset buttons, and 7 5¼ inch drive bays. 6 of them do come included with 3.5 inch drive adapters. And let me just remove one of these covers. Oops, very easily. I also took off the cover here, and it does come with built-in dust filters. And there are also mounting points for two 120mm fans. And on the bottom, we do have a front power supply mount design. The benefit is that it allows the cables to face backwards, so you get some clean cabling. Here we have some ventilation holes to cool your power supply, and a nice wide window so you can see into all your internal components. On the rear, when you generally see your knockout for your I/O panel as well as your expansion slots and whatnot, it's all included on the top of the case, and I'll show you in just a little bit. We do have a mount for a 120mm fan and some more ventilation holes. On this side, we have a mount for a 120mm fan to cool the back of your motherboard tray, as well as some more ventilation holes here. Before I get to the top of the case, I do want to mention that they've included some gray trimming from the front of the case all the way to the top of the case, which has a nice touch to it. And here at the top, behind this cover, we have your two USB 3.0 ports, your headphone and microphone jacks, and this easily removable top cover with ventilation holes. Beneath it, we have your two USB 3.0 pass-through cables. And over here, we have your two fan speed control switches, low to high, for your two bottom fans. And a couple grommets here to thread your cables through, as well as your water cooling tubes. Knockout for your input-output shield on your motherboard. A pre-installed 120mm exhaust fan. 8 expansion slots, and some more ventilation holes, as well as a handle. On the bottom, we have some raised rubberized feet to increase airflow as well as to reduce vibration, and some removable magnetic dust filters, which gives you some easy cleaning. And your two pre-installed 180mm Air Penetrator fans. You do also have the option to install 3 120mm fans. And we have some ventilation holes for where your power supply sits. Let's take a look at the top of the case, and the case panels can be removed by taking off the thumb screws at the top of the case. And just like this. We have a cutout for your aftermarket heatsink, some holes to route your cables through, as well as tie-down points. And we have 4 mounts for 3.5 inch drives that come included with these rubber grommets, so it'll reduce vibration, and 2 mounts for 2.5 inch drives. And there is 5 centimeters between the motherboard tray as well as the side panel, so you get plenty of room to install your drives as well as organize your cables. I've already removed the left side panel, so let's take a look at the interior. As you can see, it is fully painted black, and this case is compatible with SSI's EEB and CEB motherboards, which are server motherboards, eATX, ATX, and micro ATX motherboards. And here is a look at your top exhaust fan with its 3-pin connector. And here we have a bunch of your front panel connectors, your audio cable, as well as your power reset and LED plugs. And here at the bottom, we have your two 180mm fans. The purpose of these bottom fans is that it pushes the hot air up and out through the exhaust. So you effectively cool your motherboard as well as your video cards, which should be hanging in this area here. And with this setup, it puts a lot less strain on the motherboard. And you get a max graphics card length of 13.58 inches with without the fan and 12.5 inches with the fan. And as for water cooling options, you can mount a 240 rad on the bottom or on the side of your drive cages. These two cages are removable by taking off some screws on this side as well as the other side. And you do have mounting points for two 120 millimeter fans as well. Over here we have your 7 drive, 5¼ inch drive bays. It's a toolless design, simply pull to unlock and push to lock. Finally on the bottom we have your front power supply mount. The power supply can only be mounted one way, so its fan has to be facing down. And this is the cord that you plug into your power supply. I forgot to mention this earlier, but here's a look at the power port for your power supply cord that's on the bottom of the case. But let's move on to the accessories. We have your user manual, a bag full of your twist ties, just your cable ties, some mounting screws, and some padding, as well as this power cable for 3 fans. That wraps up our overview on this SilverStone RAVEN Series RV03 full tower computer case. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.